Welcome to this explainer. We're going to dive right into something truly mind-bending today, the story of zero. I mean, how exactly did a symbol representing literally absolutely nothing become one of the greatest, most powerful tools in human history? To put this into perspective, just imagine this with me for a second. Tomorrow morning, you wake up and every single zero on Earth has completely vanished, disappeared. What happens? Well, for starters, absolute chaos. Your phone, it won't unlock. Your bank balance instantly becomes completely meaningless. Computers just stop understanding instructions altogether. You couldn't even write the current year. It's crazy to think about, isn't it? How a symbol for a literal void is just so deeply woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. So let's look at Chapter 1, the problem with counting. You see, for thousands of years, humans counted strictly what they could physically see in front of them. 1 sheep, 2 trees, 10 soldiers. Numbers were super simple. They just represented real objects. And yeah, ancient empires like the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, they built incredible wonders with these impressive number systems. But there was one huge idea nobody actually knew how to write down. Nothing. None of them possessed a true symbol for zero. And because of that, their mathematics hit a serious wall. Just imagine trying to write the number 205 without a zero. You just have a 2, an empty space, and a 5. Is that 25? Is it 205? The entire meaning changes. Mathematicians realize that sometimes nothing actually needs a place. That empty position carries crucial information. Without it, doing large calculations is just a complete mess. Which brings us to Chapter 2, the breakthrough of nothing. Mathematics desperately needed a symbol for emptiness, and the answer emerged in ancient India. Mathematicians there introduced this revolutionary idea called Shunya, which translates roughly to void or emptiness. But here's the genius part. This wasn't just a philosophical idea anymore. For the very first time in human history, nothing became something, a real manipulatable mathematical concept. One tiny circle, one absolute game changer. This massive conceptual leap was locked into place in the 7th century, around 628 CE, by a brilliant mathematician named Brahmagupta. He literally wrote the rules for this new math. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. He treated zero exactly like every other number. It wasn't just a placeholder anymore. Mathematics had entered a completely new era. Brahmagupta gave zero strict, logical properties. It's an integer, but uniquely, it's neither positive nor negative. Add it or subtract it, the original number stays unchanged. But multiply a number by zero, boom, it gets completely wiped out to zero. And division by zero? Well, that just breaks the system entirely. These precise rules are what gave zero its immense, transformative power. Now let's jump to Chapter 3, the underdog's journey. Because despite its undeniable brilliance, zero was definitely not an overnight success. The idea spread slowly. From its birth in India, it traveled to Persia, to the broader Islamic world, where Arab mathematicians developed the Hindu-Arabic numeral system, and then eventually scholars carried it all the way to a highly skeptical Europe. And when I say skeptical, I mean severe resistance. People flat out rejected it at first. Europeans had been using Roman numerals for centuries, and many actually believed these strange new symbols were dangerous. Some cities literally passed laws restricting their use. They figured a simple circle could just be easily altered in a ledger to commit fraud, unlike those sturdy, familiar Roman numerals. Zero was the ultimate underdog. But ultimately, everyone realized the truth. You just couldn't argue with pure logical superiority. Look at the decimal place value system. A 5 is a 5, but add a 0, it's 50. Add another, 500. The exact same digit completely changes its value based on its position, governed entirely by zeros. Calculations became vastly easier. Trade became faster. Astronomy, engineering, everything advanced. The older methods just couldn't keep up. Moving on to Chapter 4, the digital DNA. Over the centuries, zero became indispensable for physics, for calculus, for mapping the stars. But its greatest act was honestly yet to come. Fast forward to today, and zero quietly powers everything. Every smartphone, every website, every AI model, every video you're watching. Modern computers literally speak a language built entirely on this ancient concept of nothing. When you take that zero and pair it with a 1, the binary system is born. Just 2 digits, 0 and 1. But these 2 digits act as the bedrock, the absolute foundation of every single digital interaction on planet Earth. Every digital image you see, every video you stream. The songs, the satellite signals, the mobile apps, they all exist because of seemingly endless combinations of zeros and ones. Without zero, modern computing as we know it simply would not exist. It is honestly so fascinating. As we wrap up this explainer, think about this. Human civilization didn't become powerful because we discovered a bigger number. We became powerful because we finally discovered how to represent absolutely nothing. Sometimes the greatest, most powerful inventions aren't the loudest. They're the ones hiding in plain sight. Every time you write a zero, remember, you are using one of humanity's greatest inventions. One tiny circle that changed everything. And it leaves us with a pretty provocative thought to end on. What other world-changing inventions are hiding right in front of us, in plain sight, just waiting to be noticed? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.